Hello, those who are here. Actually can't sleep, so I'm here to have some fun. Yeah, we'll be starting in a minute. I'm just, yeah. Just setting this out, so yeah, share it if you like. Yes, leave is for the week. But as you can see, we got an interesting game. We're playing Azure Striker Gunvolt today. Yeah, I got the game on Steam and it was on sale, so I figured I'd play it. Figured I'd play for a little bit and just see how long it can go. I haven't played it on Steam, but this will be fun. So how's everybody doing this morning, I guess? Come on. Start. There's just something about that guy's face that just makes me laugh. Oh, goodbye. Purple lipstick. Whip. And a blood vessel. Quite the attractive guy. Yeah, Kindred, I just can't sleep tonight, so I'm just gonna have some fun. Just one of those nights where you just can't really sleep, so you decide just, you know, throw caution to the wind and just fly away. I will say though that I do love this game I got on here. And I gotta say that I actually think this is what my number 9 should have been. This is the game that should have been that. Dramatic. Beautiful sprite work. Now let's get my... Oh, those who are just joining us, this is Azure Striker Gunvolt. It's a game where you, well, as you can see, it's a really good platform and 2D side-scroller game. Where you use electricity and shoot. Yeah. It's a fun game, has a good story, has really beautiful sprite work. Oh, one sec, let me fix that quickly. How's that? Is that better? Can you guys hear me now? I'm too pro for you. Excellent. Very good. Yeah, I'm aware Bot made a commentary on me. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to have some fun. Yep, it does have experience points in it. It's not a Metroidvania game, though, I'll tell you that much. Let's see, my favorite song in Persona 5? Well, I like Last Surprise and Rivers and Desert too. So, take that as you will. Nothing like just blowing up enemies at night, you know? Ah, leveled up. Oh, shoot. Ow! You little dick. Hello, everybody! I didn't realize that the Bopcom on me came out. When did it come out? Today or something? You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna try to get some guests in here, see what I can get. So give me a second. I'm gonna get some people in here, see if they want to join me. But yeah, as you guys can tell, we do have RPG elements in the game. Leveling up system. Basically, you can equip stuff to help give you more abilities, that kind of thing. And it's actually pretty fun. I kind of like that. Oh. Uh-oh. Great. Firefox is frozen on me. So there are probably people talking in and I can't see it. Lovely. Aside from not full of energy, I'm just, you know, tonight it's just one of those times, you know? Yeah, well, we're waiting. I might as well just keep going. Oh, laser! Okay, what's next? Didn't I just destroy you? Okay. A little too slow for me, but whatever. Ah, too easy. I'm gonna try to refresh the browser so that way I can see what the chat's actually saying, so just give me a sec. Not bad. I'll let the cutscene play out while I get everything fixed up again. It wouldn't be my stream if I didn't have technical difficulties. What the gack? I love it when they make their own swear words. It's kind of funny. Come on. I'm sorry if you guys can't see me talking. I'm sorry. It's well, I can't see you guys talking, but whatever. Telepathically, huh? Now that I remember about it, they use like an idol in this game for that. So I'm guessing we're seeing the dark side of the Hatsune Mikune. Hatsune Miku. Oh. Oh. You're a dick, Asimov. Almost there, guys. Alright, got the chat back up right here. Just give me a second, I'll pop it back in. Just trying to get this back on here, so just give me a second and I'll fix it. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Would not be a common stream if there wasn't any technical difficulties. Yes, I am aware that bot made a commentary on me. I am fully aware. I have not seen it, and I have really no intention of seeing it. You're more than welcome to ask me questions about it if you like, though, but I do reserve the right to not answer them, but feel free to ask me questions, guys. Okay, whatever, we're just gonna go on to the game right there. Agents of Meme? Huh. Well, I'm glad you can join us, Shadow White. Oh, 15 people, a lot more than I was expecting. Now, if I remember correctly, we have basically stage selects. So, I'm gonna let you guys decide which stage we go to first. Just tell me which one you want me to check out and we'll go to that one, okay? Planning on commentary based on the story of the main event of WrestleMania 33. Oh, that sounds fun. I bet Boomslayer will get a kick out of that. Let's see. Think. Huh. Anyone else want to give me... Come on, guys, there's plenty of you in the chat. All the videos you've made, which are you most proud of? I gotta say I'm more proud of my Game Chain episodes. I know they're not getting the most views, but I just enjoy them a lot. Got my dog in the room, she's looking at me. Who the heck are you talking to? Make more memes about MatPat. Maybe if we get some Super Chat money I'll do that, but we'll find out later. Hey, don't give me a Disco Inferno! Yeah, nice switch. What is this game, I may ask, in terms of what it's about? Well, this is the Azure Striker Gunvolt. You play as an adept who has the ability over electricity, and it's basically essentially a modern-day Mega Man game. I'm gonna see if I can get some people in here, but give me a sec. Finally got the Skype up. I'm gonna get people to see if they want to come in. If not, then we'll find out. Hello, dudes and dudettes. How you doing? How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Just to let you know, I am currently streaming at the moment.
Cool.
And if you guys want, you can join me if you want. Yeah, just give me a sec. I gotta fix the audio on here. Can't hear anything on you guys' end. Let's see.
How's your day been so far? Well, how was your day, rather?
Well, Azzy, it's just been, Oh, hey, Renegade. My day's been... It could be better. How's yours?
Not too bad.
Cool.
So, what's going on?
Oh, I'm streaming at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing Insomnia streaming, and Yugi 2 are my guests, if you want to be.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'm currently playing Alien Isolation, so...
Sorry.
It's all good. I'm hitting, like, the end point of the game.
I'm currently playing Azure Striker Gunvolt.
Huh. The Steam version?
Yeah.
I have it. It's a good game.
Yeah. Got it on the 3DS first, but then I got it on Steam today because it's on sale.
Yeah. It's like Mega Man, but with lightning. Actually, I made a joke review for that, basically referencing the Mighty No. 9 advertisement, the infamous whole ad.
I still say that this should have been what Mighty No. 9 should have been, though.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people think. The whole,
Man.
Yeah.
May actually do a review on this game sometime when I get a chance.
I was actually thinking of, like, starting up reviews. You know, like, still trying to find a little structure that I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm still trying to fix the volume on this. I don't want everything to be blown out. So Bob unleashed their commentary on me today.
Yeah.
I take it you've seen it then, Renegade?
I saw that they uploaded it, it was 1 hour long, and I'm like, no thanks.
Mighty Number 9, what's that? Trust me, you're glad you don't know.
The best use of $4 million. The eternal question, is it possible to waste $4 million?
Well, seeing as how there was I think they spent too much on advertising.
Yeah.
No date on prom night, apparently.
Yep.
Ugh, dead body. Die, zombie, die! So how are you two doing tonight? What you got? I mean, besides from playing Alien Isolation, what else is going on? Ah, get the paint off the screen! That's something I actually...
Recently finished a college final, so I'm feeling good.
Good on you.
Yeah. You can finally put your mind at ease.
For now.
Until Monday, at least. That's when my new classes start.
Oh, God.
It's a trap! How many robots do you have? Out. Stop it. So anything new planned for you guys?
Probably gonna work on my Bridge series script this weekend.
Yeah, I should have my lines for the little project of ours, Zazzies, to you next week. Alright, let's see. Would I recommend Outlast 2? Or what other game in its place? I would recommend it, but I would give a little caveat to it. I would say that you want to make sure that if you're into like running away from enemies and that you don't really have a whole bunch of anything else to do other than that, I would not really recommend it fully. In addition, the story is really out there. I mean, I know in the original Outlast Whistleblower DLC they had like those documents that basically told you what the spikes basically told you about the plot, and they do that in this one. But you shouldn't just rely on like the stuff that you can easily skip, you know? Because you can miss those documents, and it's not that hard to get past them, you know what I mean? Rousing commentary, I must admit. There we go. Ugh, purple. The enemy design in this game is actually pretty creative too. I mean, we got these zombie-like robots here that turn to dust.
Oh yeah, it's because zombies are so original.
Okay then, this level decides to... Okay, last level in the game, it's like, hey, instead of one alien, let's have two of them with insta-death that can kill you instantly.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's a good way to raise the stakes.
If it's possible, do you want me to draw a Kamen Rider Poppy for... Sure. In my next drawn rant, whenever I decide to do that, I will definitely consider drawing her for it.
I'm really looking forward to the next episode of X-Aid.
Same here. I mean, I just like the concept that we've gotten so far. I mean, it's one of those things where you see, like, I love how they have, like, the whole dark and serious, yet they still have, like, that fun little play. I mean, I like Palette as, like, a good villain. But at the same time, I'm also... I'll admit, I kind of miss Karato Dan Gem for the most part, because I did love his design and concept.
He's coming back, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured.
From what I understand, he's gonna be using Ganon level 0 after Poppy uses it.
Now that I'm looking forward to. Although I will admit I am kind of disappointed that we're not going to get like a zombie gem. I mean, it was just a really good concept for an evil villain Kamen Rider, you know?
Yeah. The promotional images seem to suggest that he's gonna be working with Emu, but I think it's probably gonna be another Ryoma Sengoku situation. Where they kind of have to work together, but they don't have to like it.
Basically how Baron was to Gaim.
Yeah.
I am actually working on my I actually am working on my next Kamen Rider video too, right now too. I'm doing top 5 comedic moments in Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, volume 1.
That whole episode where they fight the Rika Buster.
Well, I want to do a couple different volumes, and I want to put that one on a different list for it. But one of my favorite scenes, and I'll give it a little bit of spoiler, it is from Gaim, mainly because of, Bravo!
Oh, who doesn't love Bravo?
Yeah, but I'm talking, especially when he was, like, with Guridon, those two had some really good chemistry. And I decided to go with, like, one of the best, scenes that involves those two. Ding-a-ding-a-ding! If you guys have watched Gaim, you know exactly what scene I'm talking. Ah! Damn you, Paint! How dare you betray me! You're like a frog! Stop it! Ah, great, now I'm remembering that one Kung Fu Hustle villain that used that bullfrog style. You guys ever seen that movie?
What movie?
Kung Fu Hustle.
No, I don't think I have. The name does not ring familiar.
Well, it's supposed to be more like a parody of Kung Fu movies. Had some really good action in it, though. Hello there. Okay, we got Mr. Awesome and Mr. Awesome and Mario in here. So apparently Tyduck was born what? Okay.
Maybe that's a joke from the Bobcom, I guess.
Oh, Joy. They're making a reference to like that one Dave Washer guy, I believe, who kept on using Darkwing Duck, I think. And he goes right over Azzy's head.
I mean, I was a '90s kid, but I didn't really know that much about Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous. Oof. Okay, that's a real creepy look right there. Gotta love how they put the cleavage shot in there too. Thank you,
Made in Japan.
Yep.
That's why.
Yeah, we also got the sweat and the drool coming from the girl, and it's like, oh my god. Ugh. And I know exactly what this boss is like too. What? Because, yeah, the boss I'm about to fight is basically two snake-themed girls who do stripper pole dancing.
Oh joy.
And it's kind of annoying because you gotta beat them both at the same time, otherwise they'll just revive each other. I mean, it's an interesting concept for a boss, but it always annoyed me for the first couple times. Not twins, twice the fun. Oh god. Alright. So let's get this boss fight going. I will say that Gunvolt has a lot of good bosses in it. Some really good ones. Snakes, kunais, erotic dancing, too much! And I never thought I'd have to say that. Ouch. Now this is the worst strip. This is the worst strip club I've been to. Scratch it. This is the second worst strip club I've been to. Uh-oh. Not good. Oh. I thought they were doing their special. Well, they will now, because they're in their final health. And the bosses all have like their own special unique moves too, and they have like those little cutscenes in them, so that's pretty fun. Oh. Shame I couldn't show it right here because I'm too good. I'm too pro.
You're too pro, yo.
Yeah.
Pro gamer. 360 no scope.
Yeah, I think I'll get Mr. Awesome wants in, so I'll grab him quickly. If you guys are cool with that.
That's fine.
Cool. Here you go, Mr. A. Now don't go full screen. Hey there, how you doing? Hello? Ah, he's still connecting.
Mr. A, stop doing your mime impression and speak.
Good.
A little too quiet there, man.
Alright. Got new mic trying to work out. How's this?
Go lightning common. Okay.
Alright, how's this?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
So, welcome to the stream of Manga Common, I guess.
Hello.
Yeah. Ooh, which stage should I tackle next?
So this is like... What game is this again?
Azure Striker Gunvolt.
Because like, I swear I've heard of this game or like series or whatever. But I've only ever like just heard the music from it.
Mm-hmm.
Delightful.
Yeah. Yeah, this game actually did get a sequel, and it's pretty good too.
Hmm.
Although I did get a really nasty glitch once in that, but so why'd you want to join us, Mr. A?
What?
Why'd you want to join us tonight?
Well, I decided to join you because I saw the stream was on. I was like, I got nothing better to do. I just got home from prom, actually.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, okay, that's nice. How was it?
I mean, it was fun, I guess.
what'd your prom do?
Well, this year they had kind of a French theme going on,
Hmm.
which, aside from aesthetic, no one followed whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
That tends to happen. Hell, my prom was actually video game themed.
Lucky.
Okay then.
Yeah, we had Guitar Hero, Dance Dance Revolution, and that kind of thing playing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Then we had this one guy who brought like his PlayStation 2, and we started playing Marvel vs. Capcom.
Really?
Yeah, well,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, but just the girls weren't happy about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I took away from the guy.
Well, no, they were just mad because we weren't sharing. So we all, yeah, that's the thing with I had a weird prom in high school in my time. Oh God, I'm not middle.
That night your PlayStation 2s were your dates to the prom.
Yeah. Gaming over girls, maybe.
Eh. Well, to be fair, it wasn't. It was the jocks who brought that stuff. I don't know why they brought it.
Bros before hoes? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it was a nice prom. It was pretty good. It was fun. A little, you know, not really eventful.
Yeah. I mean, this marks one of the few times of I've danced so hard that I actually feel tired afterwards. Because often I won't do more than just like simple motions, but I went all out during this prom.
I mean, I would imagine there'd be a couple people who were a little bit like, you know, like wallflowers too, right?
A few, but I don't think I saw too many of them. I mean, my brother and I were going in fully thinking that we would end up being some of them, but it turned out not to be.
Ah, samurai! Samurai!
Samurai Jack! Get back to the past!
Yeah, there's one thing this anime.
Did the latest episode of that come out already? Because I'm not sure if that was a Friday night or like a Saturday night.
It's Saturday.
Ah. So that means, like, I think there's one more episode after this.
I thought there were 10. I think there's 10 episodes we got. I mean, not after this, just 10 in total.
Yeah, I think they're on the 8th or 9th. I can't remember.
I would imagine it'd be the 8th this weekend.
Nah. Because we're already like episode 1 is we get introduced to all this stuff. Episode 2 versus the 7 daughters of Akun. Episode 3, Jack coming to terms with, like, oh, he killed an actual human flesh and blood. Then he battles the sisters and then the daughters of Aku, leaving only like Ashi, the one with like the Michelangelo thing going on with their weapon. Episode 4, they escape from like some creature thing. Episode 5. I don't remember what happened in episode 5 specifically. But basically, oh, I remember. Jack shows Ashi like where she's been wrong about things her whole life. Episode 6, Ashi kind of goes through this whole transformation.
Have a good night, Bow Gallery.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. So close to the jewel.
Episode 8, Jack gets a start. Okay, so we're actually on episode 9 then. That's cool.
Dang it.
So
So
now it's coming
close.
up. Almost to the end, boy.
Yeah. One of the latest episode, he got back his sword.
And he
lost
got his old look back.
Yeah, that's something that I don't know, I'm kind of mixed on that. Like, I get the
mean-
whole idea is, like, he's trying to regain what he lost, but on the opposite end of the spectrum, it's like, couldn't they have, like, reincorporated, like, his armor and all the other stuff into his, you know, design, his, like, revived design and stuff?
I mean, there are a few like inconsistencies in the episodes that like became a little more prevalent as time progressed. Like, I don't know about you, but I can't be the only one who thought like Ashi's transformation, like basically, what's the term called?
Was a quick heel turn.
Yeah, that like. It felt rather quick. It's like, oh, it only took one episode. Like, show me where I've been wrong my whole life. Shows her, okay, I'm good now.
Yeah.
And then there was like, let me think. Oh yeah, in the latest episode, when okay, spoilers for those who haven't watched it. Ashi basically battles an entire army, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in one shot, she's all covered in blood, but in the very next shot, all that blood is gone.
You guys want to know something interesting about Samurai Jack?
What?
Well, Chbosky has admitted that he took inspiration from Frank Miller for the series.
Yeah.
But Frank Miller, he really, it's more like a blatant ripoff, if you ask me, because Frank Miller wrote a series called Ronin, which essentially has the same plot of a samurai, a nameless samurai, mind you, going back in time.
Wow.
I mean, going forward in time and trapped in this dystopia. And he basically has a mystical sword that allows him to fight the evil that's there. And there's a few plot points that show up here, like how heel turn from an enemy or supposed enemy. So yeah, it's yeah. I may not like Frank Miller's work as a whole, but it's kind of, you know, there's inspiration and then there's, you know, you shouldn't have taken all of that. You know what I mean, right?
I mean, it's still good though.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's kind of the ways for how you can get, you know, sued. There's taking inspiration, especially if Frank Miller wanted to. He could actually get Samurai Jack. He could sue because of all the stuff taken from Samurai Jack. I'm not saying he should. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead,
It's
Ren.
one of those like Evangelion kind of situations because there's that little image that like was circulating over Twitter. It's like, oh my god, all these modern cartoons inspired by Studio Gainax. It's like, oh, okay. I'm just thinking like with the whole Greg Miller thing, it might be that kind of situation. You know, obviously just within reason.
Hey, Dr. Viper, when did you jump in?
A minute ago.
Oh, okay.
What you said actually applied, and that made Realm Craft would be getting through to
Thou art Gunvolt, I presume. I love the dialogue. Oh, speaking of dialogue, Did you guys? I mean, there was a website that came out concerning Persona 5, where it basically gone on Persona 5's case for having like a few errors in grammar and stuff like that, and in the script.
Oh, I'm pretty sure people were too focused on the fact that couldn't freaking share their stuff about Persona 5 because of the restrictive nature of the game.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually possible because Atlas hasn't really been enforcing that. I mean, I've been seeing like full playthroughs, and I've been seeing like full like over hour playthroughs that are past the date. They say, "Hey, you can't stream past this date in the game."
I guess it was more of a threat, and they hoped that everyone was too scared to, you know.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it was even Atlas who issued that in the first place. I think it was Sega.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sega does
Sega
own
owns Atlas.
And remember, Sega did have like that whole, that shining, what was it again? Shining Force thing going on a few years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I can take
But the thing is, I mean, there were a few other translation errors that they picked out to, this guy, I'm sorry, I gotta say this, but this guy I'm fighting against, he looks like Gamaguri from Kill la Kill.
Oh boy.
I
Seriously.
mean, I can kind of see the resemblance.
I mean, he's even got the same skin tone, the same hair color. And the mask is not helping right now.
What are you talking about? What's the boss's name or whatever?
Well, I'm playing a game. We're in the middle of a stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
You didn't say
his
anything
hair turns
personal.
blonde.
I was wondering why the hell there's his son's one in the
Sorry. Let thy leaven be sundered betwixt fists of righteous magnetism.
Oh yeah, he definitely looks like that guy. Robert M says, at least this guy doesn't use wit or love BDSM.
There we go. Okay, here comes a special move. Ah, gotta love the Japanese voice. Japanese English. So how you doing tonight, Viper? Oh, right, I had my special, I didn't use it. Huh.
Real quick, is my mic actually working?
I'm sorry, what? Let's see. Dragon Necro 0987. Do I plan on streaming any other Pokemon fan games or ROM hacks in the future? I might do it in the future, yeah. Probably in a couple weeks.
You know what kind of bugs me about like people constantly like comparing dubs versus subs, and it's like, oh, the Japanese one is always superior. Lol.
Yeah, and then there's
It
that.
really gets on my nerves when you really look at the difference between the dialogue. Aside from changing around the wording for the sake of like lip syncing, there's practically no difference most of the time, even for kids shows.
Yo, you know why that stigma's a thing?
Why is that?
Because of fucking 4 kids, that's
I mean,
Daigo,
I understand why
Daigo!
it exists.
Yeah.
Luckily,
apparently
I did
all
not grow up
dubs.
with 4 kids.
Apparently, all dubs are on par with 4 kids. Apparently,
Like,
I mean,
anything that isn't done by Funimation apparently is bad for some reason.
no, anything that isn't the Japanese version is bad. I've actually heard someone. I've actually read comments on like an anime dub. Like most of you have heard. I think a few of you. I'm assuming a few of you have heard the dub for like Gurren Lagann, right?
Yeah.
It's considered one of the few.
No.
It's considered one of the few that dubs that like even anime fans who watch the Japanese version admit it's pretty good. I've actually seen comments where people are like taking the most microscopic bullshit in there, but you're like, oh my god, this ruined entire scenes is ruined because of the pronunciation of singular words and stuff. It's
No,
like,
I mean, I understand the argument, but a lot of the time the people who make those arguments haven't actually compared the dialogue. Because, like, I pay attention to the dialogue, especially with shows I watch in both, like, its original language and the English dub.
I think also there's one thing, it's like, is there such thing as like obviously bad Japanese voice acting? Because unless you can speak Japanese, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, that's the case for all, like, foreign language. You can't tell if someone's, like, bad at acting in a different language because, like, everything sounds the same in this different language.
Yeah.
I think the only person that was good at that sort of thing, the guy that did
Free Stratos. Get him off the fan list.
because I mean, there are other animes that he did. Like I forgot the actor name, but the actor was talking in first accent. I mean, his English, it could have been better, but
Yeah, but the thing is, like, apparently, I can only assume, like, the people who complain about the dubs all the time, I can only assume they just never got over the whole 4-kid situation years ago.
Like, take for example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. I can understand that like, I started watching it when it first started airing in Japan, right?
Mhm.
So I had gotten used to the sub version. Then I see the dub version, it's like, okay, this is kind of cheesy. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the sub.
yeah. Another thing though, that the English
And it really aggravates me when people complain about who they get to do for, like, a role.
Oh no, they have Tristan Taylor as Yusei Fudo.
People seriously complained about that.
Yeah, people did complain about that.
I mean, he sounded stupid in season 1, but not after that.
I don't know, I thought the voice acting was pretty decent in there. At least with Yusei,
I mean, yeah, some of the dialogue was kind of dumb, but that was still 4 kids generation. What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Gotta sell the rights to Funimation.
oh yeah, another. I just,
Like, I feel like there's another stigma that apparently Funimation is the only like dubbing company, I want to say, that does faithful dubs. No, that's not true. If you think it's true, then quite frankly, you're being ignorant.
Personally, when it comes to sub or dub, I just like, I just want to watch the thing. It doesn't matter which language it is, as long as I can understand it in some capacity.
And you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal dub is interesting because, like, I believe in subsequent, like, airings they did Yuma's voice to sound a little less annoying.
Do they at least they still have him go, "I'm high flying the sky"?
Well, no, he didn't actually change any dialogue, but, like,
I mean, if I'm being honest, I actually
he sounded just a wee bit more raspy. I want to say that is, like, I was watching it again when they did that. It's like they made it such an obvious error in, like, the voice acting. I'm surprised that they didn't catch it. So, like, this is the episode where Yuma is facing Flip, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Can I say that's a dumb name to call a guy?
Yuma is summoning a monster. However, Flip is the one who says the name of the monster when it's summoned. What?
Can I say that name Flip is stupid?
Personally,
Wow.
I prefer like watching subbed animes over dubs, mainly because of two things. One, in the instance of Chobit, sometimes the English voice acting can just be kind of cringy, or the Japanese voice acting's more charming, and you can like let some of the cringy bits, like you can let them get away with it. The second thing, also in the case of Funimation, is that like a majority of the time there isn't a complete set of like dubbed episodes, and I happen to notice this with Initial D, and I think one more is well, okay, another one's Chobits again, but one more would be is Ergo Proxy.
Ah.
Yeah.
Dragon Macro pointed out that, like, I mean, I can understand that, like, the final arc was rushed due to time constraints, but I'd hardly consider it bad, especially considering how the single arc seemed to take way too long.
Well, the thing is, I actually like.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the sync arc take up like 2 friggin' seasons?
Roughly, yeah. I mean, it was like it took the first half of the third
It just
season.
kept going and going. It's like, when is this going to end?
To be
Like a
fair,
bad
I actually
episode of
did
Dragon
like the
Ball Z.
synchro arc myself. I did like the synchro arc, mainly
Like,
because
I like the sync arc, but I felt like it dragged on for way too
Yeah,
long.
I think the issue with the synchro arc was mainly, they were trying to stretch it to the entirety of season 2 so they could start off the next story arc at episode 100.
bees. Ah! Oh god, there's bees in the game,
Let the bees!
and they're
yeah,
killing the
Christopher
enemies for me. Oh, thank you. They're really killing the enemies for me.
Christopher Roberts mentioned the dub exfiltration if I want to die.
The thing is, one thing I don't really care for when it comes to like dubs, especially with the ones with Yu-Gi-Oh, is that they don't seem to finish them. I know they finished Zexal and stuff like that, but seriously, why can't you finish one of the other ones? I mean, 5Ds was pretty good, GX had its moments, but you got if you have the property, why even bother? If you're not even gonna finish it, why even get the property in the first place?
I mean, if I recall correctly, like the original got the chance to finish. Zexal didn't have its final season dubbed.
Actually,
I don't
yeah,
know
it did.
what happened
Yeah,
to
it did.
5D.
Zexal
It
did.
did?
Yeah.
GX?
Nope.
Well, I said GX.
Well, I thought you said just
I
six.
meant GX. If I said Zexal instead, I apologize.
I think it's because
I'm not sure what
the
I'm
last
not
season
sure what
of every Yu-Gi-Oh series gets a little bit dark, and 5Ds and GX went overboard.
I'm not quite sure. Like, did they finish the dub for 5Ds? I don't remember.
Nope.
No, they did not.
Because like I never actually.
I mean, you got Sherry trying to
5Ds.
commit suicide through a duel by being choked by a skeleton door. Not really the most appropriate game for kids.
Or how's about the end of the world being shown at one point?
They skipped a few episodes that took place during the final tournament, and they skipped the entire ending story arc.
Yeah.
Then we got like Zexal. I'm not even sure how close they were to finishing that one.
They did finish it.
They finished it actually, because apparently they lightened it up so much that anything could get past the English censors.
Yeah, including Vector's, suicide and murder thing going on.
Oh, but he came back to life,
I'm
so
not
it's
quite
automatically
sure.
okay.
I'm not quite sure what the state of like the arc V English dub is, but like once they started that, they went fast. Like I saw the first episode of the dub at like a preview at like a convention, and then like not even a month or two later, oh, they're already at the point where the U boys were a thing that were.
If I can be honest, I actually did like the choice in voice actors that they got. I mean, they got Dawn from Pokemon, and I actually like that for Yuzu. And I'm gonna call her Yuzu because I hate her dub name Zuzu. Why? Why the?
I don't know, because the idea of a U girl apparently.
I get it. It's a reference to Susan Boyle, which, as if you remember O's, there was a reference to Susan Boyle in there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not Susan Boyle.
If you haven't noticed, the people who are handling the, well, are still handling the Arc V dub are the same ones that are handling the Sun and Moon dub for Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
One thing though is that like at least regarding the name, at least they didn't do like they did in like 100% Orange Juice and name her fucking Jonathan. True story, by the way. Like if any of you like played 100% Orange Juice, there's a sequel that you fight. His actual name is Jonathan.
Huh.
Lip smacking serum.
Yeah. All the other characters have like normal Asian sounding names like Suguri, QP, Sumomo, or whatever the fuck, and then there's just Jonathan.
I'm just gonna switch devices real quick.
Remember that one time I did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Related video on your channel comment and people were like,
And back.
a non-brony on a brony channel.
Well, to be fair, I don't think you could really classify me as just a pure-blooded brony channel anymore.
Well, I mean, a lot of people consider you a brony, like, even if it's not the sole extent of your content.
Well, the thing is, I don't mind being called a brony. It's not that at all. I mean, I like the show still, and it's the thing is, I just want to get like I know that we're in season 7 of the show, and I know it's not going to last forever, and I just want to, I just want to branch out my content. I want to just be known for more than just being a griffin in there,
Yeah,
and
I
also
just
want to
find
be.
it humorous that people were making a deal out of me appearing on your channel.
Yeah.
Besides, I think I'm doing pretty decent with my gaming reviews so far. I mean, they're at least getting half of my view count. I mean, my sub count.
And MatPat's still a dummy, so you can keep making critique videos on him.
Yeah, I'm actually working, spoilers, I am actually working on a video about game theory, about their Splatoon theory.
Oh, what's Splatoon theory?
Basically, he says, which are the Inklings squids or kids? And he said it's a question that's never been answered before, even though if you actually pay attention to the games, it's blatantly answered.
So he's basically doing a video on a fucking meme now, because he doesn't have anything else better to do.
It's not even the time when the meme was actually popular, like when the game was actually launching.
I would also like to.
The sequel is coming out, but Yeah.
I would also like to.
Even better, yeah, just ride the hype train from the fucking sequel.
Mm-hmm. I would also.
To be fair, a lot of YouTubers kind of do that.
Yeah, but that's because they have to. That's their job. It's their only means of income.
Well, MatPat's.
That is why, like, when I do start monetizing my videos, it's only ever going to be a hobby because, YouTube's kind of...
Wrong time! Damn it!
YouTube is really unreliable when it comes to, like, monetization.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And who wants to make a job out of YouTube? Go figure.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this one day, inevitably, when I actually get a solid schedule for my upload stuff, I'm actually gonna think of opening up a Patreon. And the thing is, no matter what, it's always gonna be a secondary form of income.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
I mean, I would start a Patreon, but I don't know if anyone would actually, contribute to it.
Well, I never thought anyone would.
Okay,
right,
I know this is gonna sound like I'm probably gonna piss someone off by saying this, but I think commentaries are not exactly the best videos to be like, hey, open up a Patreon for. I'm saying maybe if you want to make videos that are trying to be pure entertainment, like I don't know, reviews or skits or whatever, something like that. I could see someone making a Patreon for that.
I mean, that's kind of what I got going on, but at the same time, I think, man, this conversation really went off the rails, I guess. I mean, if you want to make a Patreon, you can always do that. I mean, it's supposed to be just a tip jar sort of thing anyway. I mean, I never thought I'd get, people to, do that for me, but apparently about 8 people in my 9,000 subscribers think, hey, this guy's worth giving $1 or $2.
Yeah.
But,
I think that's also kind of one thing. It's some people think I want to support this channel, but I gotta give a few $100s. It's no, just like 10 people giving at least $1 is better than like one person giving $10.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, shit, with something like that, if you are able to at least give someone like $3, like a cup of coffee a month, then you're doing your part. You don't need to like shell out a bunch of money
I mean,
to support someone on Patreon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out here. Like, if 20 of my subscribers were to give me $1, I'd basically be like, okay, my monthly like expenses already for video editing is already taken care of. Adobe Premiere is no longer burning a hole in my wallet. Thank God.
well, to
Robert
be
Graham is
honest,
suggesting that you could do Let's Plays.
well, the thing is, I would love to do Let's Plays, but at the same time, it's such a saturated market, and plus you'd have to be able to, you have to have like the daily upload schedule, and you have to keep up with every game that comes out, so that we can, you know, I mean, it's like you were talking about before, Victor, about how you had to keep up with the trends and stuff like that.
Well, not just trends. I'm pretty sure that also falls into like the YouTube meta as well.
Yeah.
Like the
There's
daily
also the
upload
fact that after like the first episode, it's like, oh hey, a whole bunch of people are showing interest. So like by episode 2, like 90% of the viewers are gone.
Yeah.
I actually tried doing a four-person Let's Play on this one failed channel, the Revived Angels, and it's like first episode, okay, some people are actually showing interest, and like by episode 2, like less than half the viewers showed up, and then it's like trickling down and down and down. It's like we are the only ones. The people who actually are making the Let's Plays are the only ones actually watching it.
To be honest, I did actually try doing Let's Plays at the first time, but I made the mistake of going with Metal Gear Solid as my first Let's Play, and so I got struck with copyright from Konami.
I mean, like,
that's messed up.
when I do Let's
should be
Plays,
laughing.
like when I start doing Let's Plays, it's like that means monetized content. I'm mostly gonna stick to PS4 stuff because that's my easiest way of getting stuff. Well, stuff on the PS4 and like stuff I can record off of my screen recorder.
Ooh, nice midriff.
Like, I've got plenty of games to play through. I got like Day of the Tentacle.
Oh, that's a
Little Big.
the remake one.
Even thinking of like maybe getting Yooka-Laylee and playing through that.
Let me tell you something,
Okay.
Mr. A. Let me tell you something about Yooka-Laylee. You may want to wait for the price to drop on that a little bit.
Well, yeah, I don't intend to get it right this moment because like it's gonna be a while before I can even get to that. That I want to wait to make sure all the patches are in first, because.
And then you apparently get the then you get the game modded so that way you basically can hear JonTron's voice, because JonTron is basically our Lord and Savior.
You know, since we're talking on that, I want to say this. I think it was a little bit overblown because basically the only thing that JonTron was saying was, I am not kidding, because they basically just had him as a person in an outhouse with diarrhea.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though. Not everybody even realized that was the voice of JonTron either.
I know. I mean, it was like...
That was kind of the idea, though, but apparently, like, that's apparent. Like, there's two schools of thought that I'm just going through. It's like, one apparently is thinking, okay, this is completely... removing it is kind of pointless, but on the other side is like, yep, removing this, it's clearly ruined the whole game for everyone. This is, like, the cornerstone of the whole project, and it's like someone in the bathroom, like, having like bowel issues.
You know what?
That's enough to somehow ruin the game.
Nobody likes SJWs.
Well, actually, since we're talking about this, you know the guy who JonTron was debating before, who got into this mess, Destiny?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit, like about a couple weeks ago, he was on his Twitch stream and he started slamming animators, saying, "Oh, animators make so much money on YouTube. They don't know what it's like to have back-breaking labor."
Give me a break. Animators struggle on YouTube.
I know.
Yeah. I mean,
okay then. So basically,
I was actually about to say, try explain that shit to Aaron Hansen, who actually moved on to Let's Plays.
I mean, a few animators have been successful, but they don't have consistent enough upload schedules to keep the money flowing in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
because of the nature of animation.
Yeah, YouTube is actually kind of, for lack of a better word, rigged against some pure animation channels. Some of them have had to go to, like, uploading animatics just to, like,
keep going.
to like keeping the channel afloat. And that's like big channels like Cyanide and Happiness.
Not to mention,
Yeah,
I mean, I could probably see how like an animation channel, if it's like really low budget, like say if it was like sprite animation was able to keep going on, or if you like a huge, or if you're part of like a larger channel like Screw Attack with their death battles, which isn't a full-on animation, but they at least have other content to keep it afloat until the next death battle.
Yeah, or
Dorkly.
Dorkly bits, where apparently they have like trivia and all this other stuff in between their parody animations and stuff.
yeah. I mean, honestly, if you want more evidence, like just look at Oni and G's channel. As far as to my knowledge, he hasn't really done animations in a while, and he's switched over to Oni Plays.
I mean, it's kind of a bit of a letdown that. I mean, I understand it as well, but because technically I am an animator myself, but in the real loose sense of that, I have done full-length animation. But I'm not gonna jump off again.
High Nations, who's basically had to pretty much rely on Patreon because pretty much YouTube. Because after the whole like YouTube like shifting gears, it actually like damn near put his channel in danger.
Well, here's the thing. I want to say that, and this is me giving a bit of an endorsement to VidMe, but VidMe allows you to actually, support your creators from the video and stuff like that. And I think, that's something that animators should consider if they want to, get money from their videos, is because it's also fan funding, and it's still something that they should probably consider. I mean, I think VidMe would be a better place for animators to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real here though. Like, the likelihood of like all that happening is low because YouTube still offers a lot that VidMe just can't at the moment.
I know. I mean, take right now. I'm doing a live stream while we're talking, and they don't. Last time I checked, they don't offer it. Also, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when I was looking on VidMe and stuff like that, I noticed that when you look at some people, they have like a couple bit of dollar signs next to their subscribe button, and I'm like thinking, do you have to pay to subscribe to these people?
Yeah, it's dumb.
I also noticed that like with VidMe, like the content in general, it seems, how do I put this, self-indulgent? It's the whole idea, it's like, imagine if every video on YouTube had to basically imply that, hey, this is a YouTube video. Did I mention that this is a YouTube video? We're on YouTube.
Well, that's the thing. VidMe allows. Well, that's the thing. VidMe allows you to re-upload from YouTube. You just got to put a link in, and you can put that in there.
No, but the thing is, like, the community seems to be like very quick to mention that they're on VidMe. It's like they're trying to like make VidMe out to be like this great thing, when in reality it's just a website. You're supposed to just like upload content and shit.
Well, at the same time, people are trying to get VidMe to become a competitor to YouTube because, all the problems with YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do, and like I said, well, I do think that VidMe would be better for animators. I still have my own issues with the site. I will say, though, I am actually pleasantly surprised because when I did have a few issues with a few of my videos, VidMe was actually able to talk to me, and I thought that would be a lot better. I was actually able to talk to the administrators.
Yep.
In fact, I'm on a first-name basis with the guys, but whatever. Weird. I mean, I wish they would offer more services, like maybe even have their own streaming service like we have here right now.
Well, to be fair, this was sort of, even for YouTube, this was like, it took a while after like Twitch already made a big name for the whole streaming thing.
True.
Honestly, I feel like monetization becomes a double-edged sword when it comes to YouTube, especially nowadays. It's like, on one hand, I'm getting money making silly videos on the internet. On the other hand, now I gotta deal with sponsorships and I gotta censor myself because companies don't necessarily like what I do that much. And like, the only way they'll support me is if I change what I do.
Well, here's the thing, and I want to bring up Patreon again, and I'm gonna give an example. I do think that it's a bit much that if you're able to survive off of, your monetization, that having a Patreon is basically pushing it, really pushing it. And I think everyone knows where I'm going with this, like, with grade A or under A. I'm like, yeah. I mean, in all honesty,
That's
great.
YouTube heroes and die. Some supervillain came in and said no.
I think the guy who's excited to see me is the guy who killed YouTube heroes. I mean, oh my god, this design is so wow. It's a shame I don't fight the guy in the game. This game, at least.
This design is rather interesting.
And you want to know something else? The guy actually has the ability to transform between genders too.
Hey, we got a transgender on our hands.
No, it's more like a. And they got mirror powers. Yay!
Also, is it just me, or does like almost every boss say something that can be interpreted as an innuendo?
Maybe that's a running joke.
Yep. Pretty much, I think. I mean, you want to have like dialogue that's iconic for your bosses, and I mean, what's more iconic than having sexual innuendo?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm watching in the morning.
Okay. What?
The Bob commentary. I mean, I should at least hear them out.
Yeah, but I can pretty much. I haven't even seen it, but I'm pretty sure I can guess what their arguments are going to be. I'm going to hear, like, oh, quit nitpicking from Master TP10 a lot. Digital Tie's going to assume that he knows what my editing software is. They're going to complain about the audio and saying, like, oh, we had to fix this so that way we could be able to hear you. And I'm like thinking, you know, I did offer Doodle the chance to have, like, the original video without the audio. Then they're probably going to get on to me with editing. The thing is, and I'm going to say this right now, I don't mind if people criticize me. I really don't. But you can say I have a bit of an ego here, but I'd like to at least be, you know, treated with respect and stuff. And considering...
I mean, you definitely don't want to pull a Doodle and just not watch the video altogether.
Well, I'm not even saying that I'm not saying that I'm not going to critique or do a commentary on it and stuff like that in response to it. That'd be just stupid. Yeah. But the thing is, but here's the thing, and let me finish, because I honestly think that doing a commentary on it right now is kind of pointless, because one, I've done commentaries, especially co-op commentaries with other people, and I've proven that I've done better with my audio and editing in the last couple months.
Yeah. The thing that kind of like bugs me is that, and Manga, did you get your full thoughts out? Because I'm probably gonna go on a little ramble.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boy, giggity giggity.
Okay, but basically the whole thing that kind of gets me is like a while ago, I think this group, Syndicate of Outcasted Commentators, I'm not sure if this is a popular opinion, but one of their videos was like them tackling a topic that was already dead after a while, and it was like, okay, it's okay for. It's basically just A-okay, pretty much cool to basically just tell them, hey, just scrap the video. But in the case of the Bob video, it's just, despite the fact that it's kind of out of date at this point, because it kind of is, there's no other way to get around it.
I mean, if we're going about tomorrow, that would be about 6 months since I uploaded the video.
It's not even that, it's just the fact that some of the points are severely out of date. And the thing is, like, it doesn't even... And some of them don't even have the excuse, like, I remember Silver at one point brought up in, again, I'm not sure Silver is even in that video, but he brought up in one of his videos, it's like, hey, this isn't the most he uploaded a video right afterwards, but hey, he's still making the insert person here is making the same mistake, so it's still valid as far as I'm concerned. Stuff like that. I don't really think that could even apply here.
And I mean, you'd have to prove that they're still making the same mistakes in that video as they are in others, and
I mean, you're clearly not. You've improved since then.
Yeah, I mean, take Midnight Anubis. He actually did a commentary on that video, and I asked him, hey, I actually talked to him the other day, and I asked him, hey, have I improved or have I not since that one commentary you did on me? And he said, no, you actually have. You've really improved your editing, your sound, and everything else. And I know it's not really, it's just one person's opinion, I get it, but at the same time, it's someone who has critiqued me in the past, and I'd like to take their word a little bit more because they're not going to sugarcoat it, you know?
You know, it's one thing for like Doodle to be this hypocrite when it comes to like stuff they do. It's another thing for her to affect the entirety of Bop because of it.
Gentlemen,
And that's the thing. Also, I'm probably here's the
Oh,
rambling
yeah,
here.
Azzy.
The time it took, the time it they could have taken to
Renegade, one
keep the
sec.
video
Renegade,
alive.
Renegade, quiet for a sec.
Sorry.
Then
yeah,
you were saying.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just want to let y'all know I'm heading off for the night. And
Well, thank you very
so
much for
y'all
showing
take-
up,
y'all take
Azzy.
care.
I appreciate you
Thank
showing
you for
up.
being on. You
Yep.
hardly contributed, but whatever.
Have a good night. Yeah, have a good
You
night.
too.
Night.
He did contribute. He talked about it in the Yu-Gi-Oh segment, remember?
All right, I forgot. Sorry, I have bad memory.
Okay.
I actually
God.
need
Everything's upside down.
I actually kind of need to
It's
get
upside
off as
down
well
and all
because I
around.
just now realized how late it is.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Viper. Thank you for showing up, too.
Yeah, I can't wait to
for the
like
week.
show up again on the next Griffin bar.
Yeah.
Where we can do like another Logan Hub video or something.
Oh, God.
Oh my god! If it's just as bad as the last one, it'll probably be it'll be amazing. I hope we'll be able to make more memes.
Yeah, honestly, I'll just let you guys pick your poison this time.
Ugh. Yeah, but where was I?
You were talking about how Doodle was...
They could have they could have spent it keeping the video alive. They could have also spent that same time how do I put this? Actually finding material that would fit the same criteria, I guess.
Well,
I mean, just looking at this from the most realistic standpoint, you've at least to some minor extent improved from the Gale Force video. Let's assume on the most basic level you're still making a few of the same mistakes. They're probably just only at a handful because I didn't notice any of them. Then we have Gale Force. If it's to tell Gale Force this, if she still hasn't found out what the problem with the Bobcom is and they haven't told her in 5 months, I think that's a sign that there's something wrong with Bob.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to say this right now. From what I understand, Master TP10 had his tonsils or something removed during this, so they had to wait a month to...
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. They had to wait a month because... Oh no. Firefox closed on me. Oh no. But from what I understand, Master TP10 had to get his I think his tonsils taken out, so they had to wait a month for him to recover to record his lines. And then they had, I know Doodle recorded her lines way early. But the thing that gets me is that Ty was the editor for this, and throughout this entire thing, and while this month was going on, he posted quite a few different commentaries, especially full-length ones,
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, what was the wait? I mean, what exactly were you guys waiting on for this?
I guess maybe for TV's tonsils to stop being in pain.
Yeah, but that wouldn't... I mean, I don't know how long it takes because I never had my tonsils taken out, so, yeah. But at the same time, it's just a little bit, confusing and jarring why they would bring it up right now,
Yeah.
Especially when it's the video is really outdated, too.
I think Doodle would probably go along if hypothetically Doodle was either here in the chat or something. She'd probably go along with the lines of the whole.
Oh no, you're misunderstanding my point.
No. It's more along the lines of that there's no such thing as outdated topics or whatever or something like that.
Oh, I think that's kind of bull crap right there. I think that's more of an excuse.
Yeah, same here.
And this is why
you're tap dancing on thin ice when it comes to that kind of idea.
And this is why I don't typically cover things that are more than 3 months old.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You could say, oh, but manga, you've covered outdated topics too, like Mario is mental theory. And I will agree to that, but at the same time, MatPat was in his funk where he kept on, demonizing characters for the sake of just making videos and clicking and stuff like that. And he still is ignoring evidence in his videos, too.
Yeah.
And not to
there
mention...
was evidence that he still stood by it. There's...
I mean, he keeps making reference to the Mario...
To argue that.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna... Yeah. Go ahead.
So... I gotta go to bed now.
Yeah. yeah, the stream's been going on for a little bit. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna finish off this boss, and then I'll probably call the night.
Alright. Before I go, I must say one thing.
What?
Hash people!
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna end it right now. I want to thank everyone for showing up on the Griffin Gaming Insomniac. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Yeah, everyone's leaving, so yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Night.